The CL series combines the best ergonomic features from the PM5D, the M7 and the LS9 all in one console. Any user of the M7 will be familiar with the EQ section and the mix bus section and hardware encoders on the left-hand side of the screen, plus the screen operating system itself. Users of the PM5D will be familiar with the assignable encoders, which can be gain, pan, or for the first time a now new assignable function where any kind of rotary value can be assigned to it. Users of the LS9 will be familiar with the custom fader layer concept. This has now been rapidly expanded and made modular with 9 customizable banks that can be dropped onto any section of the faders. The CL series has vastly expanded DSP compared to our existing products. The CL series, all of the 3 surfaces have the same bus structure. There are 24 mix buses and 8 matrix buses. The 8 matrix buses can be mixed to from the channels. If we go into our processing rack, we can see we've got 2 full rack slots of graphic EQ where you can mount either 8 31-band graphic EQs in each rack or up to 16 what we call Flex 15 graphic EQs, 15 deployable filters over 31 bands. In addition to that, there are 8 SPX 2000 effects processors that would be familiar to anybody who's used Yamaha before, including our VCM plugins. And these rack slots can actually be turned into graphic EQ as well, giving you either 24 31-band graphic EQs or 48 Flex 15 graphic EQs. And then, in addition to that, is the premium rack. Okay, one of the biggest changes in this new CL series for Yamaha is the inclusion of a third-party DSP chip. It's the Shark DSP processor. What that has enabled us to do is run, for the first time, third-party plugins. So what we can see here, the CL comes loaded with, by default, is some plugins from Rupert Neve Designs that Rupert's worked personally with us on these. So we've got the Portico EQ and compression, both loaded into the CL by default. We've also got some great internal effects that we've done some modelling on. So there's some models in here of some fairly classic analog gear, limiting and leveling amplifiers, and also some classic valve EQ, which will be quite familiar to engineers who have ever mixed on classic analog equipment. The CL series features gain compensation. This is a new feature for a Yamaha mixing desk. Up to 4 CL surfaces can all refer back to one I/O unit, one preamp in one I/O unit, and all share gain. So effectively that means every 4 consoles can be making changes on their gain pots without affecting each other. This will also work for our legacy desks, so LS9s, M7s. If you hook them into a Dante network and there's a CL in the chain, you can turn on the gain compensation on the CL. The level will be fixed in the Rio I/O unit, and then the signal level that's coming to the M7 or LS9, for example, will not change if the CL mixer is varying their gain. The CL series features built-in Dante connectivity. The Dante audio network offers almost unlimited possibilities of the way to configure any given audio system. For example, here today I'm running Dante Virtual Sound Card on a computer, which is streaming multi-track audio straight into the system for demonstration possibilities. This very easily becomes a multi-track recorder, 64 channels straight into your computer's LAN port, no external hardware required. We can have up to 8 of these Rio 32 units hooked into one CL5 without even the use of a switch or a computer to administrate the network, giving you access to 256 input channels. An almost unlimited amount of Dante devices can be added to a network. A gigabit switch will give you 1,024 channels to play with. What we're doing here today is then going off from these 2 Rio 32s and sending stereo bus out into a DME processor with the Dante card inserted and an LS916 with a Dante card inserted as well. Any Dante device could be connected to this network, including equipment from now more than 40 other manufacturers.